Today, a woman named Jessica tries to defend men who've stopped being providers. Kevin Samuel steps in to explain why real strength and leadership, even in a world full of sugar babies and gold diggers.
Okay, so the main thing that sort of jumped out to me when you were speaking is that, um, okay, so you spoke about how you feel men are unwilling to be providers, right?
Uh,
But
I feel like not all men, these kind of guys, like
okay,
the Ace Metaphor video I played up front. So I'm speaking about the video, the Ace Metaphor. But go ahead, and make your point.
yeah. So do you think that it could be more of an issue with the type of woman who is seeking men provide for her? Do you think that could be the issue rather than men actually providing in the first place? Because to me, it doesn't come across as men not wanting to provide, but they're saying they don't want to provide to a woman or for a woman who is not worthy of their provision.
Well, here's what I notice. Men who have a provider mindset don't make that distinction. They know that implicitly. Does that make
So,
sense?
okay, so a guy who has a provider mindset, let's take um, a successful guy, just say a guy in the business world, he knows what what deals are worthy of his investment, right?
Hmm.
And so maybe these guys are deeming that these women simply are not worthy of his investment.
Well,
They're not.
if a guy is successful in the business world,
Yeah.
that means he knows how to make decisions.
Hmm.
So that being said, everything is not going like me being in sales. Case in point, there are certain areas of town or certain neighborhoods or certain businesses I would not try to go to try to sell a high end product. I would not try to down that part of town or that area because they could not buy their product. I just go where it exists. But what I would not say is this product cannot be sold because of this side of town. So
Okay, but it's. Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that these women are everywhere nowadays. It's not as though, okay, you only go to a certain part of town and that's where the woman is going to be. That woman is literally everywhere. And so
You mean
it's making
unworthy
it,
women?
yeah.
I don't know. Where are you? Okay. These women are everywhere. Yeah. And I go places where they are not because I create those. I don't deal with unworthy women. I got an entire group of worthy women. And it's only been a week. See, I come from the standpoint of I understand what you're saying, and then what? I don't worry about what I can't control. I control what I can.
So, do you not feel as though it's a problem if the majority of men are finding women who aren't worthy,
I'm
basically, who
telling
don't
you,
even have the.
I don't feel it's a problem because you can I if I can do something, you can too as a man. Why would I worry about stuff about a world that I cannot control? If I have the means, I can control it. Okay, a country club, an exclusive club, they don't worry about anything other than their membership. I mean, what am I missing here? I mean, we understand how to be around people like ourselves, a fraternity or sorority. They don't want a certain kind of person in that. You have requirements. And if you have means, you can put restrictions.
And that's okay, right? But still, let's just take it back to the beginning of what you said, which is men aren't willing to provide. And that's more the issue that,
I didn't say men aren't willing to
well,
provide.
certain types of men.
Right.
Yeah,
Did
certain
you watch the
types of.
video with Ace Meta? Oh, so at what point did you join the broadcast? Did you see it from the beginning?
In his in his response to, is it TKO,
Tanya TKO.
Tanya
Uh-huh.
TKO? That's
Mm-hmm.
it. That's it. Yeah, I saw that. I
Okay.
saw that, and I felt as though what he was saying is that basically he is more than his wallet. That's what I took from what he was saying. That
Mm-hmm.
okay, yes, I can be a provider, but there are also other facets of me
Mm-hmm.
than just providing, and that seems to be a big issue.
He
Okay, I
said
can
he's,
hear. Okay.
and he also said that if all you want me for is my provision, then I don't want it.
Yeah, and I agree with him there
Well, then
because
that okay, but that's the, but see, and you can, but you're not a man. Men are supposed to be wanted for our provision. What else the fuck are you supposed to want us for? See, love,
you can want him.
all this stuff about love and this westernized, the purpose of, if you want love, buy a dog. If you want unconditional love, go get a dog. Love should have conditions on it.
Okay, and he's not saying that there aren't any conditions on it. He's not saying that he doesn't have to be a provider, but the only condition of a person's love shouldn't be them
Did
merely
you hear
being
this
a
dude talking
provider.
about you need to help? You need to be able to understand that we weren't raised this way, and you're going to have to love us through, and we're going to fight you along the way. I mean, are you really saying that what he was saying is acceptable position for men?
I think again the point that he was trying to get across is that he is more than his wallet.
Everybody is more than their wallet. I get that.
Okay, so then what's the issue with him wanting women to accept that?
All right, we want to do this. I'll do it. You want women to accept you like he wants women to love him like he wanted his mama to love him, and that's not a woman's purpose in your life.
No, not like a mother would love you,
I said
but
he
like
wanted his mother to love him. That's how he talked about how he was raised, and I wasn't raised to do this. I was raised to do that. His mama, his daddy did not raise him. His mama did. He got mama issues. And I'm sorry. I understand what you're trying to basically say, well, I understand where he's coming from, but I asked the men in the chat room, you guys heard him. Would you want to build a building with this guy? Would you want to go to war with this guy? Would you want to come out of a murder hole with this guy? And the men said no. So what I'm trying to understand as a woman is, why don't you just accept what the men are saying?
I think this is the main thing that I'm getting from it, right? This mindset that, it almost saying that there's nothing wrong with gold digging is what facilitates the culture that we're living in today.
Hold on.
And
M
so
Boogie said, hold on. M Boogie says Kev just hate broke men. You goddamn right. Who the fuck should like broke men? You want to carry broke men's weight? What the fuck? Broke men should be. Yes, we need a world of broke men. You're right. Go ahead, Jessica.
see, I didn't say that. I can agree, right, that it's in a woman's nature, right? Biologically, it's in a woman's nature to seek provision. And that's built into women from their families, right? Just from when they're brought up, that is instilled in them that, okay, you want a guy who's going to be a provider, it's going to secure you a better life.
Mm-hmm.
So I get that part, but and that's a natural order, okay? Men typically want to provide and women want providers. That's the natural order of things. However, when we actually look in society, that natural order has been corrupted because the women aren't doing what's necessary for them to get that provision, and that's the problem.
I don't accept that.
I feel
I don't accept that. Now, I will tell you that, Jessica, you say men want to provide. I will tell you that as a man who works with an average of at least 3 men a day, I'm telling you that's not true.
I think
I coach with. I'm telling you, I work with men. I work with men every day, and there's a theoretical and then there's a practical. And when I'm dealing with when I'm dealing with many men, a lot of guys will say they want to do something. Then you start asking, well, okay, how many hours a week are you working? 38. How old are you? 40. How many jobs you have? 2. Did you go to a college degree? Yes. But you're working minimum wage job. Uh-huh. This is not uncommon. So there's the theoretical portion. But men who want when a man wants something, we go make them happen. See, there's a difference between wanting something and then willing to work to get it. That's the difference.
This is my thing though. You're putting it solely on the man and saying that he's wrong, but you're not acknowledging the woman.
That's what you're trying to get me to hold, and I won't hold that. I put it exactly the way I want to, and I just disagree. And like I said, at the beginning of the show, there were dozens of men who responded. At the end of the day, what is your position? That it's on the women or to be better women?
I think so. Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying, because it's you addressed throughout what I heard, right? You addressed men particularly. You barely even touched on the woman,
That's not
but you
true.
addressed men and saying
Not
that
true. But okay.
they're not willing to provide, they're broke, they're this, that, and the other. And I'm saying, like, listen, it might not be that. It might just be that the women in today's society aren't worthy of provision. We haven't
Okay.
touched on that topic and
Well,
whether
no,
women
no,
actually
no, no.
deserve
Now,
it.
hold on. Okay. Now, say you didn't hear me, but that's not what I said, Jessica. I'm very,
Possibly, yeah.
Jessica. I'm very clear on what I say and why I say it. I hold men to task. I hold women to task. I accept the fact that you may not have heard that, but you're telling me that I did not say anything about women, and that's just false. Now, if your
I
position is, if hold on, if your position
yeah.
is that women today aren't worthy of provision of the majority of men, great. I don't hold that position. I said it at the end, and I'm going to get on to Barbie. Let's say, did you hear me say this? Let's say you have a group of delusional women, right? The majority, you have a group of delusional women. Men can still run society, but can you run a society with a group of delusional men?
Um, yeah, I was just going to say that is exactly the type of woman that I was talking about in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
She solely was looking at men as a walking wallet,
Yeah.
essentially. What they can do for her. She actually said herself that she was kind of disgusted by these men. She looked down on them,
Mm-hmm.
but the only reason that she did it is for the money. And these women are becoming more and more abundant in today's society. And that's why I was saying I understand why men are holding back their provision, because a lot of these women aren't deserving. They're simply there to try and get what they can get from them. And then on top of that, she wants to turn it all around now and simply erase her past, like
Mm-hmm.
basically lie and be deceptive in order to try and secure a husband who she wants to dominate also.
Well, and
So
here's the thing: those women, I know they exist. They do, and just like I diagnosed her, men who have something, it is your responsibility to guard the something you have. So, however you have to do it, but I don't deny everything that just happened. They exist, and then what? Those kind of women, I don't deal with. I deal with them here, but I don't deal with them in my real life because put it this way: in my day to day life, I ask questions. So yeah, I get it. We're not separated on the fact that the world is what it is. It's then what do you get out of here? That's really what it comes down to. All things being equal, what do you get? And men, we are held. We have the highest burden because of the way the court system and everything else. I get all that. So that means you need to structure your life in a way, guys, that's going to give you protection and still being able to walk around out there, not just saying everything out there is bad. Because where does that lead? Go ahead. I'm gonna give you a final thing, and then I'm gonna get up out of here because it's getting late.
okay, yeah, I was just going to say quickly, and I appreciate that you encouraged her to be honest about her past, but
Oh
her
yeah.
intention is to be dishonest. And so
Mm.
when a guy comes across her in, just everyday life,
Mm-hmm.
she's going to lie and deceive to try
Yes.
and again take what she can from him. And
Mm-hmm.
so it becomes harder for guys to distinguish between the actual good girl and the woman who's playing the good girl,
Mm-hmm.
trying to erase her past and take advantage of them. And so again, I understand why men are holding back, in the sense of they don't want to just be a walking wallet or simply there for the provision, and so they're taking steps in order to protect themselves from becoming that guy. And
There you
that
go.
that was my point. I understand it.
Appreciate it,
But
Jessica.
thank you for having me on, Kevin.
No problem.
See, we've created a generation of men scared to lead because they're tired of being used, but leadership doesn't disappear because the environment's tough. It's tested by it. Real men don't stop providing, they just learn discernment. Gold diggers exist, sure, but so do women who want partnership, not paycheck. The answer isn't for men to give up their masculine role, it's to lead smarter. The community doesn't survive without masculine order. Provider energy is about structure, not servitude. When men step up, women feel safe to be feminine again. That balance is how societies thrive. So no, we don't excuse weak men. We remind them who they're supposed to be.